Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's stream. Please enjoy the fact that we are on YouTube. You should see below the video, assuming I've got my settings correct, a DVR, so you can go back and live look at things, or even pause and come back, and not necessarily follow along super live or anything, but, you know. I think it's in general a better, player experience here on YouTube, so feel free to make use of those. But thank you all for coming out and attending the first live stream in a while. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting things set up here and trying to make sure that I've got everything working, because this is a different platform that I'm used to, so I need to, cross my T's, dot my I's. Good, okay. It looks like everything is working as expected, though. It looks like everything is working as expected. So, tonight we are going to be playing Book of Hours. You may not necessarily know this game, but it is actually quite possibly... I think it may have actually, in all honesty, been my favorite game of 2023. Because Victoria 2 was 2022, right? Right? So I think this was actually my game of the year for 2023. This is a great little game. For those of you that don't know anything about it, though. Victoria 2 in 2022. Victoria 3. Those of you that don't know about Book of Hours... Victoria 3, yes. Also, I have enabled ultra low latency, so I think theoretically if you're watching live, there should only be about 1.5 to 2 seconds between me and when you see it, which is really cool. Even Twitch, yeah, you're basically in my walls at this point. Even Twitch is only, I think, on its lowest latency setting, 5 to 10 seconds. So that should also be good. But yeah, this takes place in a universe called The Secret Mysteries. Or, no wait, Secret Histories. Oh boy. Hang on, I need a drink. This is a slow burn of a game, though, which is why I'm going to stream it instead of recording videos. Because I think my last playthrough was 50 freaking hours or something. Absurd like that. It is... And there's now a new expansion that adds more shit. You know? And that was part exploration. Yeah, I mean, really. I have successfully beaten the game, for the record. I unlocked a history. I unlocked the artiste victory, the first fuel. What we can do, we must do. And what we must do will warm and brighten eternity's halls, with the last traces of the gods from stone. From stone we will squeeze ripe bursting diamonds, from bone we will melt the drippingest light. From darkness the most furious colors, a mountain of lights, a mountain of gifts, a beast to warn the world's last age. That probably, anyone who didn't watch this run, that made no fucking sense to anybody. And honestly, I'm sure it still actually probably screws with at least half the people who did watch the last run. But it is fair warning, this game is incredibly esoteric. You know, there's a lot of common themes and a lot of little things that you've got to pick up and repetitions. I just joined and I agree, yeah. Yeah, so this is one of the endings, and this one was in particular of the Devil Arcana, which, you know, we've got, what, a crying pig that's crying, I assume, gold of some sort, with a patchwork of a black and white human, with an interesting little bit of tidbit there. So, I think that seems to be implying that black people have black bones. I'm not going to, like, look into that too much further, but yeah. It's a very interesting little detail. This is kind of what I mean by the patterns. They don't necessarily make any sense, but if you follow them and accept that the game's logic is actually consistent, it actually does all make sense. Like, you know. But yeah. So, I'm going to be starting a new game. Overwriting your save. Well, I'm pretty sure I finished the last game, so yes. The best Arcana is the Hermit. You can't just say the Arcana that you are is the best one. The best Arcana is and always will be the world. That is the Fool's Journey. You're supposed to advance. You're not supposed to get stuck. So, like, it's actually kind of funny because I can explain this game in a way that is both perfectly accurate and nobody will understand. Like, if I say, we will be playing as a librarian of the Watchman's Tree serving under the Calyptra, and it will be our job to guard the forbidden secrets from... crap, what are the people who haven't crossed the stag door called? The uninitiated? The unsomethinged? We'll refer to them as the unworthy. You know? Like, there's just going to be a pile of words that don't make any sense in any attempt to explain anything here. It honestly isn't too far off, and what I love about it is it's basically Lolly Lule Lo from Metal Gear Solid. I say a sentence that to me is actually perfectly coherent but will sound like complete fucking gibberish to everyone else. Alright. So with that, we begin. I'll explain things as we go and, like, honestly as we can, because otherwise it is going to be one of those things where I'd have to sit here for a long time explaining a lot of things that even I'm not 100% certain of, because there's a lot of things where the game doesn't really tell you what the right interpretation is, and you just kind of have to take some guesses. But we will be on the island of Brankrug, which is somewhere on the North Sea, I believe off the coast of England. Might be like Germany, though. Certainty is overrated. Yes, with this game it really is. Brankrug, March 7th, 1936. There has been no librarian at Hush House since the fire 7 years now. Suitable candidates are very difficult to find, but perhaps we have found one in you. Take care on your journey. The seas around Brankrug are treacherous. So we awake here in St. Brendan's Cove. I am prompted to take 3 cards. This is technically a card game in a very loose sense. I will collect these cards, and then I just have an interface to work with. Remember, what do I have left to work with? Well, I can potentially put this here. Alive, approximately. I'm soaked, I'm freezing, but as far as I can tell, I'm still alive. You still have some health, don't lose it, you need it if you want to be alive. What else do you have? Your single remaining possession is in a belong slot at the top. I can't progress with that, but it's important to note. This is also ticking down. I can put in... I can't get my memories, or I can't get my thoughts straight, but there was something in my head. Your single remaining possession is belong top. So, like, I'm going to have to kind of move a little bit quickly here. Perhaps this book can help me put the pieces together. I combine the salvage with the storm. There was a storm, it smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Brankrug. I remember. Are we really alive? We are actually very alive, I think. Because in this game, I'm actually fairly certain we're immortal. There are immortals in this universe. The previous game in this universe, Cultist Simulator, is entirely about the journey to becoming immortal. I guess actually we're not, because we can die here. So we're not a member of the law. So, or at least not yet. I guess, so yeah. And dwelling on and remembering, we are given 3 additional memory cards. This I wisely paused the game so I can talk a little bit more as well. Longs are actually need to steal time from other individuals or not die. That is only some kinds of long. Basically, dependent on the element that the long ascends under, is very different. For example, those that ascend under winter long, are not immortal but are invincible. They have a fixed time where they will die, and they cannot, not even by the gods themselves, be slain early. Literally, the hours cannot put them to rest early. Like, all of the longs operate slightly differently, and some I think that is definitely one of the versions. I know Lantern Long, for example, are ethereal, have no body, and can't really exist in the physical world. So, unfortunately, much like my character here, I really only have scattered memories because this is an entire world. And, like, a lot of it will come back to me, but I don't necessarily have it. But I do know this. So these are the elements of the soul. Chor, Fet, and Shapt. You may remember these if, for whatever reason, you've been studying ancient Egyptian mythology. Every form of immortality exists. Fun, yeah. And it gets real complicated. So yeah. Now, if I do this wrong, I'm going to get the artist. So hopefully I don't get the artist again, because I don't want the artist since I already have the artist's pinnacle ending. But I'm going to do Shapt. Yeah. Okay. Now I have to put the book in, salvage my Shapt. The human soul has 9 pots. Eloquence and understanding rise from the pot of the soul we call Shapt. Is my Shapt strong? Recover this. The other 2 possibilities will be lost to the sea for now. Oh god, this has been counting down. I'm dying. Alright. So we got our Shapt back. And now I can choose between Wist, Fost, Metal, or Ereb. Only Egyptian mythology I really know is, according to some myths, the world came about when Horus, or whoever the first god, went himself off. I think that was Ra would be the one who would do that. I also remember that Set weighs people's hearts on scales and decides if they are worthy, or like if their heart is heavy from sin. That's how they're cast into eternal torment. That's where, fun fact, I'm pretty sure that's where like Christianity stole hell from. Not Set. Set's the villainous god. That's Anubis. My apologies. Yeah. So like I have shattered fragments of Egyptian mythology too. So yeah. I'm gonna go with Fost. Let's see what this will get me. Fost is the light within, sight, perception, and inspiration. I feel like I'm just gonna roll artist again, like I freaking did the first time. I guess we'll find out. Alright, we got Fost and old friend's address. Alright. Like I said, I have to manage my time concerningly well. Shelter. Okay, we now have the verb, consider. Examine, appreciate, and catalog. It's actually not too far off from like adventure games. We have verbs to work with. For now, I just have to wait out this countdown. I'm pretty sure I'm still fine. Like, it shouldn't take me too long, but I'll have to do a little bit of things because I didn't notice it was unpaused at the time. Good. We have memory of fear. Alright, so now there is Brankrug Village. Brankrug Village, sanctuary in the storm. I'll need help to climb the cliffs in the dark, and the locals are suspicious of outsiders, more than ever so since the Restoration and the new king. Is it guidance? Oh yeah, we need an old friend now. An old friend's address. Is it Fost or Shapt? Help? Ah, okay. A cry for help. Alright, yeah, we got the verb for talking. Although for now it's called help. Perhaps there's someone out, even in this weather. I can fill my lungs and bellow for help. That, too, would also mean I don't need to crawl any further. Beaver Dream mythology as far as I know. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. Alright. At last I see the light of a hurricane lamp bobbing in the dark. As it approaches, a face glimmers above the lamp. A fisherman from Bronkoog village. He can guide me up the cliff path, if he trusts me. So, we need to earn his trust somehow. Now it's correctly called talk. So I'd like to talk to the fisherman. Come no closer. What's thy business? You know, I have an address. There's somebody here on Bronkoog Isle that knows me. Alright. There's someone in Bronkoog I know. We'll find out who. It depends on what I chose here, so. Makes sense keeping 3 pillars in mind. Everything functions in cycles, yeah. I'll take ye by the cliffs then. There's no acceptable. Use them to unlock the Bronkoog village. There we are. So now I can unlock Bronkoog village. Alright. There is actually like a lot of logic. Like you may have noticed there's a load of symbols here that I just haven't even bothered to explain yet. Because this is kind of like a tutorial. More than anything. There we are. Alright. So I'm pretty sure I'm still dying. So, whose address do I have? The rector. Alright, to the rectory then. Shelter. Do I put my health here? There we are. The Reverend staggers back as if he received a blow, and then he's bombarding me with terrified, delighted questions before I'm even through the door. Alright. So yeah, this will remove the timer of my dying. I think. Reverend Timothy flutters fusily while Terence the housekeeper busies herself with practicalities. She shows me to a warm room at the top of the house where a fire is already made up. Alright. So, like, the timing stuff here, it is one of those things that for now will actually seem very arbitrary, but is actually a very important game mechanic eventually. And when we get into doing things differently, it'll make sense. And it's now spring. Reverend Timothy is touchingly excited to meet his correspondent in person. I am still too exhausted to hold up my end of the conversation, and Terence is not a talkative woman. But the Reverend can talk for 3. At last, however, he suddenly realizes how exhausted I am and lets me sleep. Reverend Timothy, words always run ahead of him, but his thoughts always catch up. So I'm pretty sure I need to unravel this book still. So I'm going to speak with Reverend Timothy using Faust. The topic will be this book. Dry out the book. There we are. Like, yeah, because that's fatigued, so. Alright. There's not a man to miss an opportunity for conversation, so the whole business takes longer than it might, but he's anxious to help. Alright. Aspects you got on the soul question. Yes. You didn't roll the lantern-based journal. Well, they're not. Yeah, okay, this definitely isn't the artist journal. There's like, I want to say like 16 professions, but there's only 8 aspects, I think, right? So, that you can roll. So, like, there's at least 2 per. But, yeah, we got a Faust-based journal for sure, so that's good. So that, yeah, like this definitely is not the artist's journal. I don't know whose journal it is yet necessarily, and I don't think I can learn yet until I get into into the manor. Yeah, primary second aspects pick, yeah. So here is the mansion. It is shrouded in mist. And we will need to unlock it. So this is where we can start to actually talk about some of the mechanics here. These down here, these symbols actually mean something. So let's mouse over this. There's actually a lot more helpful tooltips now in this game than there was when we played the first time, which is hilarious. So this actually should be a lot easier to understand. You know? Most of the stuff I can now mouse over to get like a bit more information on. So to go in the slot, an object must match at least one of these. So in this case, it must match assistance. Required. To go in the slot, an object must match at least one of these. Sky, lantern, or forge. Now, Reverend Timothy is definitely going to be... Hold on. I was going to say. So it has to be an element of the soul that we put in, and it has to be lantern. And it can neither be fatigued nor melody. So our first is fatigued. Alright. Once I know what to ask for. Journal. Put the journal in the post office. The librarian, she says. Yes, I have something for you. Wait here, please. You get in with Shaft as well. Nice. Well, there's only like 4 people, so yeah. Alright, we got a 10-shilling note, a letter to the librarian from St. Rowan's Trust. The Trust's connection with Hush House is probably benevolent, but persistently obscure. And our book. Alright. There's an offering spot. We don't think I need it to offer anything. No one in the Sweet Bones will talk to me. Yeah. So we're going to pay for a night at the inn. Like, this has 120 aspects of pence because we're using the archaic British system. God help me, I can figure out the esoteric workings of an entire other universe, but non-decimal currency, like I can fucking figure that out. Alright, I'll find warm welcome here next time. I don't know if I needed to do that yet, but that's okay. So yeah. So I've got all that. Can I can't put that there. I don't think I can read the letter yet. Let me see. So I'm pretty sure I need assistance from Reverend Timothy to get across the bridge. Or I could actually pay, I think, literally anyone here, and it should be fine. Yeah. Assistance from a miner. Seek unusual help. Now, I'm pretty sure I only need... Like, a miner will definitely have, like, the forge aspect to them. So, I think just a shilling. Okay, I guess I can't use Reverend Timothy. I figured I was going to, but I'm just kind of proceeding. Alright, so this miner, he has assistance, and he has forge. So if I collect him. He is temporary, although I think time might be frozen right now until I'm actually in. And so I can ask for his help. Every so often someone builds a bridge to the Isle. Each bridge lasts 100 years, or 200, and then the sea disposes of it. This was built in the 1890s, and that makes it the newest bridge, but that doesn't mean it's new. Alright. And so... Alright. This does also work. An introduction to Lecter Smith. That, I don't, how do you... I'm pretty sure, oh wait, no. Yeah. No, in order to get into, like, the thingy and introduction, I forget how to get those. I can get an odd sixpence of coin. Lodge at the gate. We will need assistance. Okay, this one's going to be a lot trickier. Shillings or pounds, but that is a sterling. Yeah. So in this case, I'm going to have to seek unusual help. Usually bootstrap at least one other place to open with your free help. But that would require me to have gotten a free help, which I haven't gotten, if you may remember. Oh wait, no. Because the people I hire at the tavern also have the introduction, don't they? So they're valid to fit in these slots, aren't they? There we are. So a miner. If I go, yeah. Could you introduce me to Denzel the Smith? Denzel the Smith should take heart. Which, yeah. Okay. So the miner will be able to help. He'll get me Denzel. Denzel will have 2 forge, I think. At least I hope he will. And with an aspect of at least 2 forge, I can... Or 1 heart. I think the miner may have also had that, so that's my bad. But oh well. The smithy is now available. Good. Let's speak with Denzel the Smith. Service of division instead. Night, Melina. Hold on. A shilling will buy his help for a day. I can always recruit them for a bit of aspects. Yeah. Alright, so we got the blacksmith's apprentice. Unlock. And there we are. So yeah, this is kind of the tutorial that teaches you the basics of noticing the aspects and how they work. Alright. Well, I just kind of solved the next riddle, but that's because I remember it. Only because I had so many keys to Hush House. So... use a matching soul card to move your belongings and makes better place matching for the card to encourage them to stay a little longer. I need to remember how to recover these. Always recover at dawn, right? I have to wait. I have to let time pass. Yes. And I think time now actually passes. I'm not sure if it was passing before. Alright. So here is the key to Hush House. And here's the first room of Hush House, the great gate of the house. The walls of the house tower above me. I had been told that it was abandoned after a fire, but there is no sign of any such thing. The building will no doubt need restoration, but it is in better shape than I'd feared. Books. Oh. Alright. You kept pausing, however, you didn't pause that fast. Fair enough, yeah. I was just mentally always making sure it was paused because of the opening, like, death risk. And so this tells you that you need a thing that is a key, and it must have a knock value of 2. This is a thing, that's a key, has a knock value and a winter value of 3. So it can go in the slot. Unlock. That'll take 60 seconds. Alright. There we are. We're getting back into it. Memories fade, assistants depart, but the soul is refreshed. So every day I will lose all of my memories. I'll get a new one based on the weather. And any unused assistants. But my essences of the soul are refreshed. So, not bad. Alright. And welcome to the first room of Hush House. Anytime I unlock a room, it will, unless it's like a ending piece, unlock adjacent rooms. Not always all of them, and honestly, the farther you get into this mansion, the more esoteric the unlocking things become. I vaguely recall, like this room will technically unlock this room, for example, because of this stairway. This, you can see passes through here. And I'm actually pretty certain this is the only way to move vertically in this room. Like the set of rooms. Like, there's a lot of little rules. Growing things is fun. Yeah, we're actually going to have to do that. Like, farming in this is actually going to be a thing we have to do. Because... like, one of the expansion features is literally hosting parties. You know? So. Yeah. Gatehouse stairs. We would need the assistance of lantern or forge. Cloistered garden. We need the assistance of lantern or nectar. Thankfully, Reverend Timothy is probably the best starter to have. Yeah, he will help us for free. Because he's our starter. And he has Lantern 2 to him. Oh god, we have to be more social, yeah. We can get the Rector's assistance for free. And he can open the way. So, remember Timothy. Unlock. We cannot open new rooms ourselves. We have to get the assistance of other people. Forgot he had knock, so he would have worked for the bridge. Yeah, probably. Like, that's probably how I was supposed to do it, but since I already, like, kind of know how to play, like, I'm almost kind of on a couple of, like, muscle memories. Right, I pay, buy people, take people to room, unlock room. You know? Realistically, I could have, even used the miner and, like, potentially attached memories to him, because I remember how to do that. In the examination with the aspect of soul. I think I have to unlock an examination table first, which I think this is the first one. Right here. So, yeah. Nope. No. Just the eye. Ah. I thought I needed a table for that. Very well. In that case, let's get... Okay, that's knock 4 mystery. That's gonna be a toughie. Okay, so these are books, and we will have to decode them. They have a mystery value to them. So this has Mystery 6 Sky. I have 3 Sky from the ongoing Gale, but that's not going to be of help. So for now, I'm just going to have to consider a book. Catalog, a baronial period book. So yeah, only rarely contaminated. I'll explain contamination at some point whenever we encounter it. But yeah, so we're going to encounter books that all look like this. And we're going to have to catalog them and actually build a library. There isn't really a time pressure on me or anything, so anymore. So I'm going to start chilling out and getting cozy. The start of the game is like, haha, you're dying. Which is actually a really strange introduction for such a chill game. There is at no point beyond there where I can lose, as far as I know. I don't think it's possible to lose. I don't even... Yeah, I don't think it's possible to soft lock, lose, or anything else. Alright. So I've discovered in the Mallory a lively account of the creation of each jewel at the world's beginning. This has Mystery Lantern 4. I mean, it's readable, it's a thing, it covers the subject of Anbari and Lapidary, Codex, Baronial period. Can't consider with health. Alright, well, that's good enough then. I don't know why I keep pausing. Probably just force of habit at this point, paranoid. But yeah. Engage with the core mechanics of the game. That being the interpretation of the challenges. Yeah. I almost wonder if that is like kind of the intent, is more of it to be sort of like a way to like almost like trying to light an ass under your fire so you're more motivated to learn things in that moment, you know, like literally a threat of game over is like a learning aid. It's actually potentially a solid thing. All right, it's cloudy today, which gives me a moon, a moth, and that's it. That's fine. I'm not gonna speak to the Reverend today. I'm just gonna catalog some books. I got that backwards, boss. Did I? I don't know what I got backwards. Threat of a game over to incentivize you to learn mechanics? No, that seems right in my head. You can use brewed drinks and sheets to restore elements of the soul that match the aspects on the bed they're used with. Oh, yes. A tower falls. Ah, fuck, it's a phonograph. I can't use that right now. Alright. So, I unfortunately haven't actually come across anything I can decode yet, which is fine. I'm going to, over time, kind of gain the ability to do that a little bit easier. Like, I'm going to need these desks, for example. These will help a lot with decoding things. There are also some objects to the house. I remember this. The Baron's Silence Astrolabe. Thomas de Wolf used this armillary, a spherical astrolabe, in his calculations, but it's much older than he was. A miroscope. Bewildering and occasionally useful. So these are tools that have a certain aspect to them. Actually, I have Lantern 2, right? That's Lantern 3. This one, right? I know there's a lantern desk somewhere. That would be perfect for decoding, like nearby. That's for decoding in the Mallory. All right. So this one has Moon 4. Yeah, hell, if I can solve that. I mean, I got the clouds. They give me a piece of moon. And I got some furniture that has moon, but that's probably not going to be super useful. Could wait until it's sunny. This is true. But I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to keep doing things, because that makes way more sense than just waiting. But yeah. So we've cataloged the starting books, and there's like 5 more books here to catalog. More books cataloged in the meantime, yep. And I can get the good Reverend's help some more. He seems like he's going to be able... Okay, yeah, 2 Sky should be really easy to do. Because honestly, a lot of the weather cards have Sky attached to them. This one is that. I haven't actually, like, talked about empowering other people yet, but we'll inevitably get there at some point. So I'm going to seek the Reverend's help for the day. Of course, it would be sunny today. Yeah, that's fine. The Rector's Assistants. Well, in that case, you know what? Let's speak with the Reverend let us speak on the weather. So when I talk to people, I can add memories, lessons, certain tools even, and actually empower them. So because Sunny has Lantern 2, Sky 2, and the Rector has Lantern 2, Knock 1, the combined power on his card after I press the start button here will be 1 Knock, 4 Lantern, 2 Sky. Unlike Real Britain, it's sunny plenty of days after all, yes. And I will catalog another book with my shopped. All right. Yeah, we're off to a good start. So the Rector has been improved. And now, you know what? Let's unlock the top floor of the Watchman's Tower. The ceiling bows worryingly under a damp patch. There must be a leak in the observatory. The sun above knows what state it's in. I should seek help and enter carefully. What have we got here? On resonance. This has a mystery value of 6 sky. That shouldn't actually be too hard to decode once I start getting some more sky stuff. I mean, I've got like 1 sky here. I definitely need a sky desk, but you know. Alright. And does the game ever really tell me about the Tree of Wisdom at all? I guess it just kind of expects me to figure this out, right? Cannot be soaked or uncatalogued. Oh, it's uncatalogued. Okay, yeah, I actually have to catalog my diary and figure out what person I am. It has a lantern mystery to it, so that's fair. I'll need my shop or my Faust. But we've unlocked yet another room with 4 books. Alright. And this is a telescope. This is a workstation. We'll eventually have to use workstations for things, but that's a little bit more complicated than we need to get right now. I think I've read about the Gardens of at least 1 book. Yeah, probably. The Studies of the Real Goldmine, yeah. Alright. So, I need to catalog my journal. And with the journal, it's raining today. Is that 2 nectar? It is 2 nectar. Perfect. Fuck. I just used my Faust, though, so I can't talk to Timothy. Damn it. Well, I guess I could go get anybody's help and just empower them with rain. Like, it's not like I need Timothy's exact stats. Although, on the other hand, wait a minute. Timothy can open this anyway because it's 2 lantern. Right. Yes, that would make sense. Oh. It conveniently gave me another Faust. Excellent. Alright. Actually, yeah, depending on the workstation, that might actually allow me to decode books already. So that means I can continue speaking with Timothy for more help. It's funny because I remember, I think this last time was this room here was my like containment room for the corrupted books. So like the moment I've opened this, there's like warning bells going off in my head. But I'm like, no, there was definitely no corrupted books here to start because it took me forever to actually find my first corrupted book. Right? There can't possibly be a corrupted book here this early. That would be absurd. And actually could be theoretically a way to soft lock. Yeah, quarantine the sick books. Yeah, you do have to do that. Some books will just have eldritch corruption on them. And annoyingly, those books can spread their corruption to other books. And until you can find a way to get rid of the corruption on the books, sometimes you just have to not. And sometimes you have to store them in a warehouse. There also can be corrupted books. Great. It's possible, like 5 River Robinson sucked. Wow. Jeez. Okay, so it might have been random, and maybe last time I just got really lucky not finding it. Alright, we got Wainscot Histories, a 6-lantern book. Alright. Yeah. Alright. On the plus side, I can now do an extra book a day with my extra element of the soul. Alright, we got St. Brandon's Cloister. So I think I can put health in here. Yeah. Right. So the gardens are where I can get specific things. I vaguely remember what I get depends on the season. Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, I need to add a skill to this, right? Okay, I don't have skills yet. But that's because I haven't started on my Tree of Wisdom yet. So this is the skill tree in the game. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skills. Illumination, Hushery, Nyctodromy, Scolexophy, the Bosque, Preservation, Birdsong, Horomastistry, Ithistry. And there's actually a pile of like extra information, like Lantern Forge. You may recognize these as the elements that you'll see up here. You know, Nectar. Well, I don't think Nectar's actually on this yet. And like everything here actually makes specific sense, but alright. And eventually I'll be able to start putting skills in there. Although for that, I think I have to actually decode a book, so might still have to wait a little while. Although with 2 FOSS, theoretically 4 and 6 are both available to me. But I need to open this first. Alright. Because this is the room I was thinking of. This is the room, this desk. That desk will let me start decoding books based on my skills. I have an extra Faust, so let's just get Timothy's help. And perfect, sunny today. Means I don't have to use another Faust to empower Timothy. Hello, Timothy. Let us speak on the weather. Because I can empower him with more than just the weather. In fact, I can empower him with 1 weather, 1 tool, 1 essence of the soul, a beverage, a food, probably at least 1 or 2 more things as well. But those are like the ones off the top of my head I remember. Oh, yeah. I thought I didn't get the first one. Oh, yeah. Right, a sign. There we are. Ah, that gets me Trist. Huzzah! Another element of the soul. The change and the longing. Alright. I still need to decode other books to put them in there, I'm pretty sure. Unless I can just... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to... Yeah. Cannot be committed. Yeah, I need skills to put in here. Furniture, I'm pretty sure I can only give to certain people. And I doubt Timothy is one of them. I know there's like a maid in this house. The red side, the midwife, yeah. And handy woman. Coffins and cradles. The midwife will take cloth, for example. But yeah, I might want to pay attention to exactly what I can empower Timothy with. So. Rukta, open the way to the Long Tower. Alright. So, on that note, on to cataloging some books. So I can catalog with the desks, right? As well, although it has to be one that works. So I can actually catalog 2 books at once. Speed things up a bit. The second crafting room, I think. So yeah, this one has a desk in it, and I remember this desk being important, for it would take lantern. I remember this being the desk I did a lot of the early lantern and like Sky maybe encoding at or decoding at, but it's tough to remember. All right, Kitling Ripe's tasty treats. The velvet is the hour of secrets, and so very little is known of the Mothlong, Nectarlong, who ascend to immortality under her auspices. But this book, by Kitling's friend, purports to be a part cookbook and part manual for immortality. Yeah, I mean, if I remember anything from this universe, cooking your long pig before you eat it in a specific way is the key to immortality. And also, I'm pretty sure a lot of it, too. Or at least that's the Grail. I remember that one. Although I'm pretty sure all of them require murder. There's very few ways to ascend immortality that involve at least killing someone, if not also, like, eating them. Divine Parchment. Whispering Sand. Perniculate. Solomon's Husher. That's an important one. Ding goes my head. The Pale Desk. Yes. Lantern, Sky, and Winter can all be decoded here with ease. Excellent. Alright, last book from this room. Alright, the bust puzzle. I mean, yeah, the bust puzzle's a different one, though. Because there's, like, the 12 previous librarians. And eventually I'll find the staircase somewhere in here. That will help. But Solomon's Husher is a different one. I don't know where this goes, but I know this is important. There were just pieces and things scattered all around, and I have to pay very close attention to the wording to figure out where everything in this freaking house goes. To a Pale Lady. 8 Moon, yeah. I'll solve that in like 20 goddamn hours. Alright. Think the room after the next room forwards, yeah. I admit, my memory of the map of Hush House is not great, but that's okay. I don't need it to be. For remember, we are librarian. We are watched over by the Calyptra and the Watchman. We're a member of his tree, and we will prevail. We always do. Mine's crap too. I just can't remember the main staircases. That's fair, because honestly, the main staircase is where you kind of like vaguely remember everything else from. Since it kind of like severs the house in half. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this. Alright, let's get the weather forecast for the day. It is rain. So, rain... A reminder, a message from St. Rowan's Trust has arrived. Ah, yes. What do I need to offer her? A tally, ready to post, or pence. Okay, yeah, that breaks a shilling, though. Oh, yeah, right, I need to pen this, don't I? Or, like... Yeah, I have to send this as a response. That's what I think this is reminding me to do. Read the letter to reply instead at ink at a desk. So yes, we can read the letter. at a desk. Let's see. No. Yeah, I've got nothing that I can combine with the weather today. St. Rowan's Trust wishes to congratulate me on my appointment as librarian of Hush House. The Trust assures me that it will provide the promised stipend each spring. Reminds me that its resources are limited, and suggests I seek local assistance in restoring the premise. Let us know when you're all set up and ready to receive visitors. The letter coincides. It's signed simply, the Trustees. A reminder to the librarian. Yes. Alright, we'll need Hugel, ink, and a letter. And I'll need to add a soul card. Some tryst. An enigmatic reply. The sea remains, the house remains. What else remains, we shall learn in time. I am something new, and in time I will learn what that means. Don't worry, Armand. You don't have to remind me about each slot. The game, like, every time I mouse over it, it's going to remind me about things. Memory. Intuition. You just know, you know? Well, it's a shame I got that today. So, you don't have to remind me of every little thing. I'd like to pay postage, stamp, envelope, send. Done. And collect our change. God. What a terrible currency system. Alright. Unless he starts asking for help. Yeah. When I'm beat, I will, without question, ask for help. Okay, that's a 6. Let's see. Yeah, here we are. So, soul? I have no additional... I'd have to use a skill or memory. And I have neither currently. Next time it's sunny, I can decode that. In the meantime, though, I can catalog some more books. Alright, let's go. That's for the Deer Empire. Alright, notes on bindings. Ah, great. Fucking 10 heart. That's gonna take forever to solve. De Ratio Quircum. In English, the title translates roughly to The Account of the Oaks, but this Nathaniel Darcy Evers, fascinating, if haphazard survey of occult properties of every tree he can find, not just oaks. And you may have noticed like some repeating patterns like occult trees. Note that I've used the term that we are a part of the Watchman's tree. If you pay very close attention to the words used, you're going to notice several repeating themes throughout the game. I'll occasionally highlight some, but honestly, you're going to have to figure them mostly out for yourself. You might even manage to think of some that I haven't yet. The Humors of a Gentleman. Perfect. Another one that's actually very solvable. Alright. So the ones I'm pretty confident I can solve in short order, I'm going to keep up here. Memories fade, assistance departs, but the soul is refreshed. Huzzah! It's sunny, everyone! Which means I can finally decode a book. Mansis is surrounded by the woods, since we all know the Mansis has no walls. Yes. So, if I combine my Faust, which has 2 lantern, and Sunny, which has 2 lantern, that is a total of 4. This book has a lantern mystery of 4. Therefore, I can solve this. I can master this mystery. Enough lantern to match mystery lantern. Theoretically, I don't have to do that. It is actually possible for me to kind of get away without doing that. But it's a bit of a gamble. And for the most part, I usually don't do that. I think really I only have to start gambling once we start getting into like books that have double-digit challenges to them, you know? Usually I can just solve them. So. Well, the way your aspect's corrupted, yeah. So. One of the important helpful things now is from solving my first book, I now have a source of foresight. At any time, I can reread this book, and I will get memory foresight with its Forge 2 Lantern 1 aspect. That's very helpful, actually. Alright. And realistically, the smart thing to be doing would be to be taking these notes and being like, okay, so this is where I can get this and this. And I also got a lesson in Anbari and Lapidary. Use this card with Consider. I shall. I would like to acquire the skill, Anbari and Lapidary. Start. I'd also like to actually decode some other books, so let's get to that. We're not Shaft, Trist, yep. Go. The Radical Measure. Alright, that has 12 rows. Yeah, fine chance in hell. This, like, I'm gonna get a lot of books that I will not be able to solve for an incredibly long time. That's 8 scale. Alright. And there's my Anbari and Lapidary skill. Alright. Consider this book. Alright, not bad, not bad. Ah, Winter 4. Actually, that will be easy to solve in the medium term. That will be really easy to solve when winter comes, which, oh, we're actually in summer, not fall. Very good. So it won't be too long then. But yeah, I also now have access to a skill. Which... yeah, no. Although Sunny would be enough. So, Faust plus Sunny is only 3 sky, but now I have a skill put in the slot. Which will allow me to do that. And actually, as noted here, I can craft an Awakened Feather with 5 sky at this desk. This is actually one of the helpful things they added in since the last time I've played. Which is, oh hey, by the way, we're going to at least catalog your crafting recipes so you don't have to fucking remember them. Which is really helpful. Oh boy, is that ever going to be helpful. Alright, but for now, I'm just going to simply decode this book. By the end of the first act, Mavelyn has revealed a secret door in the walls of the House of Leo, and Corvino has taken to consuming worms. The play is scabrous and occasionally hilarious. The characters are contrary and capricious. Many of the more resonant lines might well be formulae of power disguised in plain sight. Alright, I gained a lesson in Sky Stories. Excellent. I have also gained the memory of gossip. Very good. Alright. Collect. So I would like to learn the skill Sky Stories. And oh wow, am I actually out of books to catalog? Huh. I think I am. 6 Sky, 4 Nock. I do have Shopped. I don't have any skill though. Let's unsociable hours, never mind. It's too late to call upon the rector today. Alright. Rose and Nock. Oh good, it's sunny. Alright, so I've gained the skill Sky Stories, which is 1 rose, 2 sky. Good. So I was gonna say, yeah, I can use an additional skill and then a tool here, right? So I put this in here. And there we are. Off of this, I can craft Wistful Air. I'm pretty sure the other crafting here I would do is 5 rows, but I doubt I can pull that off. I'm just trying to remember if I need Wistful Air for anything. Add an instrument to raise it to greater music, right? No, I'm not gonna craft there, but yeah. Okay. Let's get the Reverend's assistance for the day. Let's see. So yeah, this is decoded now. Moon, probably not. I could certainly make an attempt at decoding this. Ink or a tool. Yeah. If I had any skill out there, that would help. That'd be enough. Unfortunately, I used my other Faust already, and that'd be my best chance to actually get over the hump. So, I'm not going to bother trying. In the event I come close but can't quite break it, what it will do is it will ask me for 3 random kinds of cards from then on. Alright. Hello, Rector. I'd like to have a bit of a chat with you, with my Shopped. So, the Rector has 1 Nock, our Shopped has 2 Nock, therefore 3 Nock, thus allowing me to get through the first true threshold. Reach the threshold of the house proper. Alright. Guess we can go fairly quick. Unlock. There we are. Ligman Vitae Blank. If you would. Oh yeah. These items are important. Pay attention to their ratings. And I remember one of the statues in here is also super important. Not the busts that go in the stairwell, but yeah. There's something, but that's okay. Unfortunately, there are no books here for me to decode. Alright. Today it rains. So, to get into the walled garden, I would need 4 edge or 4 nectar. 4 grail or 4 nectar. 3 nectar or 3 heart. Alas, I do not have that. Actually, Actually, really anywhere. The only other place I think I can proceed is to the Long Tower 2nd floor right now. So, let's get Timothy. I will empower him with my Faust. Together we will be watchful. And combined they have 4, which matches, so I can unlock there. Alright, we get some more books. A bed. That'll be important someday. Alright. But yeah, importantly, some books to catalog. Don't mind if I do. The Queen's Turn. Ah, yes. 10 Moon. Yeah, that's not getting solved anytime soon. Lady Eva's Repose. Ah, yes. For winter. Again, that should actually be solvable in fairly short order. Oh. Yeah, tool. I know a winter tool isn't too far away. I want to say up here. It's a cloudy day. 1 moon, 1 moth. 4 moon. Well, maybe it's just a day I consider things. I can get additional help if necessary, but I have already blown through a little bit more money than I'd like to have, so I'm kind of hesitant. Ah, shit. Well, probably shouldn't have done that with Trist. Oh well. Because that probably would have been enough to maybe do the moon there, or otherwise. Oh yeah, we can label bookshelves now, that's the thing. You aren't burning health on getting money? Ah yes, that's a thing I can do as well. I don't know, I remember for like at least half of the last playthrough, money effectively becomes no object eventually. Mostly just because you just keep getting like £10 every year, which is a fair bit of money, although I've blown through a lot of it. Or no, I think we only got £1 this year. Manual labor, yeah. I can get a 6p. 2 6pences become a shilling. Alright. Consider. Alright. So yeah, we solved moon. Yeah, I probably could have actually solved that today. Oh well. Yeah, I've got a lot of sky skills available to me, but not a lot of sky books. Shockingly. Nor a lot of sky opportunities here. Alright. Well, we'll need to wait for an opportunity to progress. In the meantime, I can double check over everything. If it's sunny, then I can angle to complete this, I think. Without too many issues. No, it's just clouds again. An advertisement from Cater and Hero. A large possibility numbers. They sent a smudgingly printed catalog addressed to the librarian. Oh dear. Use ink to order items of interest. A few lines on the order form won't consume the ink. When your delivery arrives, it'll contain a new order form. Okay. So that's different. I don't think there's an incident going on, so I'm alright. Attic. Order copper wire, glue, ham, coffee of various types, cure of paper, skin fillet oil. Oh, good. So I can order food and other assorted things. I assume that's probably part of the new expansion pack, since I'm now going to have to host dinner parties. Okay. Works for me. Ah. Mr. Fraser Strathcoyne. Philanthropist, collector, former librarian. A complicated man, but not a cruel one. Ah, yes. Achievement unlocked. The Affair of the Claw in the Clouds. From the far monastery of St. Terento in the Evening Isles, we hear uncertain and contradictory stories of unexpected visitors. Visitors from behind the sky. Visitors with an interest in scale or sky mysteries will want to talk about this. Is there scale interest? I have a scale book somewhere, right? It'll be brown. Yes, it is written. So I can use this book. We have waited so long, librarian, so long that no memory goes all the way back, not even the memories beneath the skin. You know, of course, St. Terento is never recognized by the church, but the traditions go back to the Romans and before, in the Isles and along the coasts of every ocean. Alright, and because I was able to give him a book that met his needs, and he's now read it, I am given a bronze spintria. This is like a secondary form of currency, if you would. The consensus currency of the invisible world. Wildly unofficial, eternally consistent. Alright. Nice. So despite our limited access to the house, I managed to solve the first visitor. Nice. Alright. Fort Grail. Rain. 2 Grail. 2 Nectar. Alright, I mean, I can probably get into a garden off the back of that. I have, like, I'm pretty sure some tea, right? The tea, however, is of edge and knock variety. So that's deeply unfortunate. I do have some dandelion wine, which is pretty easy to do. Alright. Okay, got a glass of dandelion wine. It'll do. So, I kind of talked before about how you can empower with lots of different things. One of the ways you can empower people is with drinks. that, eventually we will craft ourselves, but for now I have a limited number scattered throughout the house. There's not really any reason to not use them. So, Timothy, you down there? There you are. So, Timothy, I can collaborate with tool, sustenance, candles. Okay, the special one for Timothy is he can use candles, a memory, a beverage, or an element of the soul. So, with the power of rain, I may also theoretically be able to use a candle as a result. I wonder what candles I have available to me. Noted moon. Okay, so Timothy can use that candle and get a moon from it. Oh shit, that one's 2 grail and a lantern. Alright. Nice. Alright. So, noted. And then I get a glass. There we go. So this will let me open up a walled garden would actually be good to open, I think, because there's a crafting station in there, if I remember right. Theoretically, I should also eventually farm here. But yeah, I need a skill that has nectar to it. Right. Should I open a walled garden or a tangle of thorns? Honestly, I feel like it's easier to get 4 grail than it is 4 edge right now. Although it's not entirely true, because I'm pretty sure I actually just have a drink sitting around somewhere. Like a single cup with like some edge to it. No. Water. Oh, I can get an extra moon, winter, and heart there. Noted. Right. Water. Oh no, it's ink. Yeah. I'll go with the walled garden. Right. Yeah, I can also brew tea of various types and can in fact serve bread, among other things. Alright. Not bad. We're growing closer to winter, though, which concerns me. It's a little faster than I would have liked to hit, but oh well. Ah, yes. The Practic Garden Dummy. No skill card could be added here, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure there's also, like, tea and stuff in here. 3 heart seems like it should be possible to get. 4 edge, 4 moon, 4 winter. Well, my tryst comes with a moon. Yeah. I may have to just hire, like, help. You know? Trying to solve as far as I can with Timothy is fun and all, but, I mean, I really do need to just crack the staircase open. And that seems like it's going to be difficult without some additional help. Sure, I'll have to pay for it when I get it from the tavern, but who cares? Yeah, I'll need unusual help. So let's seek it. It's a cloudy day today. Excellent. A musician. Well, he can probably open something. Hail, musician. Meet their price for a day. That is such an absurdly high price. I really need to, like, do menial labor to try and have some semblance of an income. Rose, sky, yep. Nectar. Let's go. Unlock. I should be okay to eventually just unlock this. Say Timothy has knock, right? Okay. I think I need to use Timothy to get an introduction to here. Let's do that. Mutual acquaintances induced me to the Gilles to invite me for a fish supper from Lucky. Fish supper may mean skills celebrated, whatevers. Alright. Mr. and Mrs. Killa. So, depending on what I put in here, either Winter or Grail, I'll get a different person. Because it's 2 people. Now, in a bitter irony, I don't think I can actually... I don't think I have either of those right now. From the elements of the soul. So, I can't actually gain either of their help. 5 heart, 5 scale. Alright. No further way forward there. Yes, 6 moth. On this particular mead. Which, yeah, that'll crack open most things. Any of your skills to the tree? Honestly, I'm scared to. Because I remember if I do it wrong, then I'm fucked. I remember certain skills can only be assigned to certain things to be promotable. So, and I know how to figure out which ones are where. And I can figure that out as long as I've unlocked the corresponding crafting station. So I can evolve here via Horomastistry. So I can commit a Sky Horomastistry, which I believe Sky Stories is available for. Yep. And this should be safe to do. The Pilgrim's Intrigue and the Grail Schemes, the Sun in Shadow and the Forge Unseen, the Swan King and the Alag Baleen. This is Horomastistry. Now, if that's changed or was never the case. It was definitely originally the case. It used to be possible to commit to skills like that. Earnable via every skill can give one of 2 elements of the soul, both of which have a work table which will allow it to be upgraded. Yeah, that's definitely changed since I played this on release then. Because in the release version, if you didn't do it perfectly, you were soft locked out of the highest level skills, basically. And no offense, but I'm going to kind of operate under the assumption that that is the same. If only because it's a fear burned into my head at this point. All of the mistakes I made in my first run still kind of haunt me. Oh no, not you. This station. So this would allow me to evolve via illumination, allowing me to evolve either edge, scale, heart, or winter, of which I have none. Very good. But yeah, so by placing Sky Stories in there, I unlocked Fett. Moth 1, Rose 2. Not exactly useful, but it's something. I wonder if it'd be worth it to like try and evolve my Faust at this point. Ooh, the Coastal Fog. This is a fairly rare weather event and very useful. This provides me 3 knock and 3 moon, which will either of my choice allow me to open this up real easily, or I can solve the moon book, because I have a moon 4 book, I'm pretty sure, somewhere. Damn. So now I have a choice to make. Do I solve the book, or do I open the stairway? I open the stairway. Yeah. I open the stairway. Book always better. It's a 4 book. So you know what? No. If I was dealing with like a hot 14 book, yes, I would agree with that statement. But if I unlock the stairway, depending on what puzzles are behind it, I could unlock dozens of books that I can just simply solve with what I have already, you know? It would have given... No, it's not guaranteed to give me a skill of the same type. It's not guaranteed to give me a... Alright, you know what? I'll trust you. It had better give me a valid skill of the same type. Plus, do I even have somewhere I can... Okay, yeah, I do. So this goes in here. The fog will be the memory. Moon, a culmination. I know, like, each book is assigned to give me a specific, like, skill, so... We'll find out. We'll find out. Let us solve this mystery. Right. The worms. The birds. What does it all mean? Ah, it did, however, give me a lesson of putrefacitions and calcinations, which is moon. Nice. Yeah, I'll take that skill. Ithistry and Scoloscopy. Alright, so that's 2 winter or moon. Not bad. Actually, wow, that's a lot of winter. That's enough to open this anyway. New plan. Hello. Oh wait, I can't collaborate with that, damn it. Can't use a skill on you. Shoot. Oh well. I mean, honestly, it's fair to say that with winter coming up, we're gonna get snow fairly often. So, in general, I'm not too worried about being able to open the staircase. Alright. Today it rains. So that's a solid 2 nectar. In that case, I think we'll open the weed-choked garden. I can use the rain and my health with Timothy. Perfect. Managed to get the gardens open before winter. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Oh, yes. Scale. Yeah, I need a... In order to begin farming, I need a skill from Nectar. So, how am I going to get 4 Nectar? Well, I have a health. That provides me 1. I have rain when spring comes around. That will provide me 2. That gets me to 3. Do I have any memories so far that provide nectar? I don't think so. I do not believe so. So I'm still a little short there. Simply unable. To use health. Yeah, I could count my health already, though. Like, it has the nectar. That has 3. It still leaves me 1 short to solve this. So I would need a skill. That's literally the only other thing I can really put in here, I think. Or potentially an ink. Potentially an ink. Let me sweep the house for nectar. Or... there's some furniture. Yeah. The bread, the wine. I don't see anything that is going to help, unfortunately. Interesting. In order to pull something else, like I mean, I can try, but I think the only thing I would actually have a chance at pulling is this. Which, one, that's a pretty low chance, and 2, I don't think that's worth it. You know? I'm not wholly certain that's worth it. Alright. Mystery Moon. Moon. So yeah, next time I have a 2 moon weather, I can do that. Mystery Knock. Mystery Sky. Alright. The nectar out from there. I think it's high pull off my first time. Yeah, that sounds possible. Yeah, the beach would be a potentially solid way. So, unfortunately, I have neither Grail nor Winter available to me for those skills. I do know one combination that's safe, though. I can definitely put something that is winter in here. Oh, that'll unlock me Erebos. Sweet, thank you. Yes, I would love some. Because I can kind of remember the existence of some of the older crafting stations. Alright, that gets me 2 Grail. That is actually super helpful. Alright. I don't know if it really is. So, Rose 4. Yeah. Well, it unlocks new help anyway. But I'm not sure, again, it's really all that. Well, what do I have with winter? I have no aspects with winter, so no. It's not particularly helpful, unfortunately. I don't have, as far as I remember, any Grail books I can solve, so... No dice, I'm afraid. Yeah. You go fishing for memories in the tavern rather than money. Oh yes, that's true. This can just be put in there and get a random memory. Which you never know what I might pull out, so... That certainly could be useful. Gossip. That would theoretically allow me to promote a skill. No. Alright, that would actually require me to have a Grail skill. That's alright. Alright. Storm. Excellent. So Storm gives me a lot of options. One, I can easily open the staircase, but let's see. Let's think about other things, because this could open up a book fairly early, but otherwise normally wouldn't be able to. Yeah, like Sky? Sky 6. Actually, can I get Sky? Yeah, I can give Timothy a tool, right? Okay. So yeah, let's crack a Sky 6 book. Oh wait. I'm mixing up some things here. That's not what I need to do. I need to put this here. I need to put this here. I need to put this here. That's 7. I don't know why I thought I needed Timothy there for a moment. Alright. So we can do Traveling at Night, Volume 2. Perfect. Alright. Hello, MCO Constance Lee. Connie's risen swiftly in the Suppression Bureau to the exalted rank of Constable Oculate Minor. Don't get in her way. Interesting. Well, I do have a book to share with you. I'm just reading it myself, actually. Traveling at Night, Volume 2, which gives me lessons of sights and sensations. Nice. Well, I would need a winter memory or moon memory. That's easy enough. And then with that, I could promote putrefaction and calcinations. Although, I don't think that's actually a good idea because I've already locked that one in. So I'm pretty sure I should just learn this skill. Then I'll promote it later. It's another Sky 2. Good lord. I've got 3 skills of Sky. Alright. order form for TRN Limited. No. Excellent. Traveling Knight Volume 2. Or, hold on. I talked to you about this first. And then I solve it with the book. Dissatisfying. Fuck. I gave her Traveling at Night Volume 1. Oh, that's my bad. Wrong book. Wrong book. Oh well. That's okay. I still feel like an idiot though. Alright. Solus, that's 2 heart. Almost enough to unlock here. Almost. Ah, damn, it's too late. I was gonna say, actually, don't you know? I don't think you have a heart with Grail, do you? Maybe you do. What's the weather this morning? We have not had any snow this winter so far. Well, that's certainly a thing. I don't have any edge books that would be openable with that, so I guess we're just going to have to get Timothy and send him up to the 2nd floor of the staircase. That seems reasonable enough. Alright. Yeah. Looks like I can just use the 2nd Faust for the last bit of sky needed. That'll get me up a little bit further. Alright. And collaborate with Faust. Alright. 4 sky. Unlock. There are skills for you, yeah. I think it's worth it to just try and unlock every skill. Alright. So, 5 lantern. Well, that'll be easy. 4 Grail. If I get a 2nd Arab, that would be doable. 5 winter should also be theoretically doable. We'll see, though. Unfortunately, this room came with no books. Alright, although now I can start on some of the busts. Yeah. Who's born of 3 nations and of none? God, sorting this out's going to be enough of a challenge on its own. To put all the busts in their right place. So, yeah, first Baron Brandkrug there. Okay, you're the 6th Baron Brandkrug, so you go there. This is actually sort of like a puzzle. If you can successfully realign all the things in the stairway, you get a little reward. Alright. Let's see what we draw. Gale. Frustrating. Although, I guess with that I can get the ground floor of the Grand Descent, so... Seriously though, I have gotten no snow. I do have like a heart book, but it's a 10, so I don't think I can solve that. Let's talk about the weather. Alright. Yeah. So, yeah, you've got 3 heart now. Collaborate on my health. And then the ground floor will be open to us. Perfect. Excellent. Once again, no books. Yeah, the stairwell does not seem to have books. First Baron Bronkrug goes here. Yeah. Lydia Burrows. Serena Blackwood. Walter de Wolf. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, the books will all, like, somewhere in the books, which I'll have to actually start reading at some point. More in depth, anyway. Will eventually tell me, like, who's who. Who was mocked more than he merited. Abbot Geoffrey. Yeah. Second Library of the Curie of the Isle. Yeah, we got a ways to go. Alright, so yeah, 5 lantern. Should be easy enough to crack. Alright. Yeah, I'm not buying anything from Oriflamme's for now. I have like 1 bronze Mintra, so I definitely can't afford whatever was on offer. So I just ignored it. Alright. Yeah, winter is almost over and spring is almost here. Clouds. Freaking clouds, man. Alright, well, I can theoretically get like 3 moth off the back of this. That's not enough to solve anything. Alright. Sprint trays are also more valuable for me with bilanguage lessons, in my opinion. This is true. Had gotten a Book of Hours too. Yeah, no kidding, huh? We've got like 2 or 3 days of winter left. And I have yet to see even a single snow. And honestly, snow in winter is like kind of usually a thing you sort of rely on almost. In a strange sort of way. Because it's like such a solid way to get 4 rows. What do I got? 2 nectar. Yeah, I don't think I have any drink that's going to help me. I don't even have anything I can decode with this, I don't think. Or wait, maybe actually... Yeah, that one's mastered. I think I might have a second moon book, though. That's... Oh, no, that's a Winter 4 book. Oh, no, here we are. Moon 4 Mystery. So I can actually decode something with this. So that's, like, a good start. Oh, no, wait, shit. What possible thing? Unfortunately, I'm pretty confident I don't actually have any moon tools. So, no, never mind, I can't... I thought for some reason I had an element of the soul with 2 moon, but I do not. So, alas, it is not decodable. Not without, like, fog, anyway. I think this fog gives 2 moon. Heart, scale. Damn. Hail. I have, like, some remarkably terrible weather luck. Like, I don't even have anything I can decode with this. The number of times in the later game I will be like, man, I would kill for hail for that edge. Not today. Like, I'll earn some money, I'll dig for, I don't know. I should remember to try and dig for memories and stuff, but that's fine. You never quite know what you might dig up. Because there are a couple of memories. I think if I can get enough sky or rose, I think it's rose here that I need. Yeah. I think it's 5 rose I need, but that's easier said than done. Like, I can craft Wistful Air. I'm gonna do that. Just to see. Oh, done. Because I want to know. Oh, fucking finally. Winter. 3 goddamn snow. Finally. Alright, so with that, this is openable, I'm pretty sure. Ah, yes. So this is a memory of 2 rows. There's a bitter irony. Because that would be enough to craft the 5 rows up here. Potentially I can also open any room with additional sky. Yeah, I could open like a 6 sky room, but I don't have any available. I don't have any elements of the soul with winter, but I don't know if that matters. I will always need a suitable soul card. Luckily, that's okay. I can also craft Yugal ink here with relative ease, it seems, which is good. All right. Hello, Basic Gaming Red. Alright, hopefully that should get me like a nice skill. But yeah. I didn't try and push ahead and find more crafting stations in particular. I know there's some up here. So that way I can lock in some more skills safely. Ah, yes, regret. Ah, moon and winter. Rhyme and remembrance. We're gonna have a lot of skills, by the way. There are something like fucking, I don't know, 90. Ah, god damn it, why is it 2 winter? Well, like, yeah, I now have 2 identical skills here. Nice. Alright. We have 5 rows. Unfortunately not useful. 2 winter rather than 2 moon because the Mantis is laughing at you. Yeah. Some days it feels like it, huh? Ah. Well, that certainly presents some opportunities. Unfortunately, I lack a skill in nectar that would let me harvest. So this is something that hasn't been talked about before, but it is the time of the Numa. Numa, the shortest season, labyrinth season, when the year loses its way, when time is a river and memory is a winged bird. In Numa, oddities ripen in the garden of the Isle. Unexpected visitors arrive. Memory departs. When Numa ends, all memories will vanish with it, even persistent ones. 1 of every 9 seasons in Brandkrug is Numa. But Numa is the vagabond. Numa has no heralds. Numa might arrive twice in 1 year, or 4 years might pass without the touch of its mists. Magical leap year, yep. Right, you know, the Numa Broom is super fucking useful, nonetheless, in cracking a book. You know? I have snow here. Do I have, like, maybe a Winter 8 book that I've just kind of got laying around? I do have an 8 Moon book. Is there, like, anything really hard I can crack off the back of this? Because that'd be cool. You know? Knock. Honestly, I'd be willing to maybe sack the Numa Broom for a knock skill. Knock is really useful. You know? Knock is really useful. Oh. We got a 1 pound note and an iron spin trio. 4 or 6 nectar book. Yeah, it doesn't have nectar. It does not have nectar. I can't crack a nectar book with it. I've mastered that. So I can crack either that winter book or this moon book. Or the... Okay, knock, moon, or winter. Which book do I crack off of this? Or do I open a thing? I don't think I want to open something with the Pneuma. Dimly lit chamber I can pierce with lantern. So no, if it was just 5 rows, honestly, maybe. I just kind of want to put this in for just hypothetical. Because it has 5 rows. So if I put this in with a rose skill. There it is. Confounding Parable. Okay, this is an important one to remember. The Confounding Parable is a persistent memory. I can't craft it with the Pneuma Broom. It will disappear at the end of the Pneuma. Because it doesn't care, but it's good. But I was holding on to that information in my head, and I'm like, I need to remember this. So there. I found the Confounding Parable again. You get guaranteed as a good skill. Yeah. Like, I can't not crack open this knock book. Because if nothing else, I need knock. You know? And there is very few, like, sources of knock in the early game. So, I'm just going to take it. Ah, yes. The Matter of the Feasting Few. Professor Rowena Hangst. Hello. Interested in winter? Visitor. Understanding Phrygian. She comes from the Pneuma. Interested in Grail. I don't think I have a book for her, do I? Yeah, I would need... Oh, this is a Tantra, so it can be read by her, I think. It's written in Sanskrit. You don't understand it. Yeah, I don't have a book for her. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. There aren't any Essex Soul Throws. What are you talking about? I have Fet. That is primarily Rose, actually. Oh shit, Edict's Liminal. Yes. I need that now. That is a... It's not Edict's Martial, but I remember Edict's Liminal being good too. It's been too long. It has. It truly has. Yes, you can hear Sandy screaming in the background. Another leaf on the Tree of Wisdom. Alright, I've got a Moths to Knock 1 skill. Okay. Alright. I don't have any crafting stations for that yet. But still good. That is very useful. Really, I need to just try and explore more of the house. The cat, yeah. She's now on my lap, demanding of me. Yeah. It's a shame I was unable to help the woman who came. Mind you, she was probably already dead and a whole bunch of other things. Pneuma is a weird time. And everything is lost. And it's now spring. I just went an entire winter. An entire winter with what? 1 snow? Technically a 2nd snow, but it was in fucking Pneuma, so I was kind of busy and preoccupied and couldn't use it. Probably should have gone for that, but... Oh. Hello, Dr. Ibn al-Adim. I might be able to get language from you. Well, let's see. Yeah, you'd be interested in scale. So, since I have a book for you, I'm just going to give you the book. Alright. And I'll take my Spintria. Thank you. Good. Alright. Not bad, not bad. If I'm lucky. No, probably not going to get... I know snow can occasionally happen in spring, but... Phoenix Liminal. Let me have a look. I could probably solve the winter. Because I do have multiple Winter 2 skills, right? And it should probably ask... Well, with any luck, it should ask for winter. Tool? I don't think I have any. We'll see what it asks for. Moth. Alas, I have no moth books. Extra effort soul. Yeah, I got nothing here. Which increases certain aspects. Yeah, but not winter. Although, entertainingly, that did just give me a winter memory. Because I failed. And there we go. Like I say, it would be beneficial if I were to actually mark down what memories I get from books. Because it's helpful. I know I have at least one book that'll give me regret, so... Lessons, snow stories, and hindsight. Let us learn snow stories. Because that's exactly what I need. Another 2 winter skill. It's going to be 2 winter. Yeah. 2 winter, 1 moon. 2 winter, 1 moon. 2 winter, 1 moon. I'm also pretty confident I can put a winter skill into Hushery and be alright. So I'm going to want to do that. Ah, that'll get me Whist finally. Consider it done. Alright, that makes my life a little bit easier. I have yet another aspect of the soul collected. Of the 9, I have 7. Which, actually, that's not too bad. Alright, so that's a 2 winter skill. Or 2 winter soul. I mean, I have a 2 winter skill. And then 2 winter that. I can now solve 6 winter, theoretically. We'll get there. Like I say, slowly the books that I can solve kind of increase, you know? Alright. If she has at least one winter. Or Grail. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll use my whist and just have a chat with Mr. Kill. Oh, it's become an unsociable hour. Never mind. How unfortunate. Ah, a sunny day. Well then, by lantern we will go. Alright, what have you got for me? A Moon 6 book. Black Nephirite. Alright. You want 3 for it. Honestly, I'll take it. It's a pretty low-level book in comparison, honestly. So, that's pretty good. I'll take it. I didn't even really need to wait for a sunny day. I could have opened that room at any point, couldn't I? No, well. Because, I mean, I definitely have a boatload of just lantern laying around. Thanks to Tufost. Because I'm pretty sure with Timothy I can also give him the mirror scope. Yeah, you are correct about that, Armon. Oriflamme will offer books that are not in the house. All right. So yeah, we'll get 5 lantern. And crack in here. This one, as we can tell, has a lot of books in it, so it's certainly going to open up some possibilities and help, I think. Ah, yes, the smoking room is also 5 lantern and can be opened fairly easily. Hey, look at that. We also have yet another reading room. Man, if only I had Moon. Yeah, it's another desk, though. That can do more things. 30 King Chamber will require 6 Sky or 6 Heart, which we should be able to get fairly easily. Alright. Well. Houndsgalink. Let's go. We've got books to recover. And catalog. Whole damn lot of them. I remember this room being like the first one I really started using. It's like a library. Proper, you know? First book mine. It really is what it is, and it's kind of weird, but yeah, it's a book mine, isn't it? 8 lantern. Yeah, I can do that pretty easily, I think. 4 scale. Oh, thank goodness. Scale and nectar have a high comorbidity rate, I note, so that'll be good. Oh, 6 winter. Of course, now you come. You would do that, wouldn't you? And 6 Sky. Well, that's easy enough. At some point, I'm going to have to start organizing. But yeah. And we got Black Nephirite. Good. Not just random strangers from the town without much help or find for early rooms. Yeah, but they're also somewhat expensive. Like, I don't have unlimited money, so I try and stretch it out a little bit. You know? Especially with the new DLC mechanics where it looks like I'm going to have to order things and buy things and, like, host dinner parties and shit, and I haven't even gotten that far yet. So I don't know. But yeah, we got our first little bit here. Light. Okay. Solar, Dawn, Kyria, and Nocturnal. Okay. But yeah. So, I think this is probably a good place to call the stream for this evening. I hope you all had fun watching. It's, like I say, it's not, you know, the usual kind of game I play, but I find this so chill, so relaxing. And, like, you know, a great kind of game to get you ready for bed. You know, it's low stakes, but keeps you engaged with basically a constant sense of mystery and discovery. Alright, but with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching our first stream of this game. I have been your lovely host, Calvin, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.